Specifically, front court. Front squad is reportedly interested in adding Cavs big man Andre Drummond as a much-needed rim protector if he gets bought out. Now joined by Yahoo Sports senior NBA insider Chris Haynes. Chris, what are you hearing about potential Lakers upgrades here?
Well, the Lakers do have a problem at that position. I think when the offseason ended, I think we all came away feeling like they upgraded from Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee. And for large parts of the season, that has not been the case. So that is definitely a position of need that they want to address. But they have a couple different ways in which they can do it. But now, yes, Andre Drummond is a name that's on the list. There is serious interest there. Also, Drummond has interest from the Brooklyn Nets as well. But also there's a name out there that the Lakers would be revisiting if this were to happen. He's another Cavs big man, JaVale McGee. The Lakers feel like they do need somebody out there who can hold down that center spot for 15 to 20 minutes solid. Marc Gasol, for the most part, hasn't given them that consistent play. They like Montrezl's energy coming off the bench and giving them extended minutes depending on the matchup they're playing against, but they still want a placeholder at that spot that can be sturdy. JaVale McGee is another name that's out there that they're revisiting. Cavs will be looking to make a move with him as well, so that's something to look out for.
But with McGee, because they traded him, would they be allowed to sign him if he's bought out? Or would he have to go?
It's by another team.
Right.
He would have to go to another team.
Yeah, he got to go to another team. He would have to get traded, then get bought out by that team in order for them to sign him. The Cavs, I don't think the Cavs can just buy him out and he goes back to the Lakers, Chris.
No, that is a name that's on the market.
I think
JaVale would. Yeah, I think JaVale will be traded at some point. Doing it because the Cavs, they're trying to unload. Not just they got a plethora of big men: JaVale McGee, Jared Allen, Andre Drummond, and then another name that we tend to forget: Kevin Love. And so the Cavs right now, they're taking all phone calls on what's out there and what can be done. But I think when it's all said and done, because you know how trades happen and guys end up certain places waived and all that stuff. JaVale McGee is a name that could end up back with the Lakers when it's all said and done. But the Cavs have a bunch of positions that they want to make sure they bring in to get in value of return. But that center spot right now is one that they're looking to offload.
Skip, look, one more thing, and I agree with you, Chris. They do need the big man because Marc Gasol, I think by all Laker Nation, Marc Gasol has not lived up to the billing of what they thought they were going to get. What they thought they were going to get offensively as far as scoring and passing the basketball has not manifested itself, and he's been a liability because they just put him in pick and roll and they just rolled to the basket. Another name that I would like to see, maybe Hassan Whiteside. Now, I know Hassan Whiteside has not been the Hassan Whiteside that we saw that one-year stretch when he was in Miami and parlayed that into a $100 million contract. But Skip, last year he led the league in blocks. Last year he did, he did have average 13 rebounds a game with about 12, 13 points. So I believe he's a valuable. But the Lakers need another big. Gasol getting in foul trouble is taxing the bench because you don't want Trez playing 30-plus minutes. He's undersized, and if Trez get in foul trouble, you got to go to Keith Morris, and he's even more undersized. So they need a big in the absolute worst way.
Yep. So, Chris, what do you make of the fact that a lot of these names said to be available, starting with Andre Drummond, are speculated to want to go to Brooklyn instead of the Lakers? Obviously, Blake Griffin just went to Brooklyn. They still have another slot open, and now people are saying Andre Drummond would prefer to go to Brooklyn. What does that tell you?
Well, look, Brooklyn is hot right now, and I think when all these top guys hit the market, the Lakers are being considered. You know, in most players' eyes, the Lakers are a top 3 destination if you want to go and win and compete for a championship right now. But the Brooklyn Nets are hot. And the one thing about the Brooklyn Nets, I think if you're a player, such as Blake Griffin, if you go to Brooklyn, you have a chance to get them their first title, you know, as well as play at a high level. With the Lakers, you're fighting you're just going to play just to keep them relevant, just to keep them afloat. And I think there's more value in going over there and doing something for the first time. So that's not a knock. I don't think it's a knock to say that the Brooklyn Nets are a more enticing team than the Lakers. I just think it's about what value you can bring to that team and what it would mean if you won. And I will say this too, about Hassan Whiteside, who you brought up, Uncle Shay. Whiteside will be truly beneficial to that team because, look, we have to remember, the center position is even more critical right now because if you look at the landscape of the West, you might have to go through Denver and go through that Jokic guy. And if you get to the East, Brooklyn's hot right now. They're gaining on Philadelphia, but you might have to go against Embiid. And so that's why you want to have an insurance policy.
Yes.
Even though they have Anthony Davis, who can slide over to the 5, and depending on what lineup, sometimes that is the Lakers' best lineup when he's at the 5. But you necessarily don't want him going up against Jokic or going up against Embiid. So that's why I don't know that it's necessary that the Lakers need to get out of the West without having a true sturdy center. But you just got to have them for insurance policies because you never know who you're going to match up with later.
I like AD at the 5 in the closing lineup, not the starting lineup. I don't want AD starting the game having to play the 5. I like the last 6-7 minutes of a ball game, and we slide AD to the 5. But hold on. I thought this was supposed to be KD's moment where he's about to lead a team to the championship. Because there was Steph Curry. You remember Steph Curry? That was Golden State. That was Steph's team. And so this was KD's opportunity. It was going to be KD and Kyrie. And then all of a sudden it's James Harden. And so now all of a sudden it's KD, Harden, Kyrie, Blake Griffin, Andre Drummond. I mean, well, damn. You remember that tweet in 2010 when KD tweeted, damn, everybody want to play with the Heat and Lakers? Whatever happened to competition? You remember that tweet, Chris Haynes? You remember that one?
Oh, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. I was just checking. I was just making sure you remember that. Because I remember it. I remember everything.
Are you jealous?
I ain't say nothing.
You sound jealous.
Because this is
you
what
sound threatened.
Hold on, talk about this is what my good friend and my debate partner Skip Bayless does. He told me, and even Charles Barkley say, damn, LeBron won all the good players. I ain't heard nobody mention anything about KD won all the good damn players. Well, you heard anything, Chris Haynes?
Yeah, I will say this. I will say this about KD. Him going to Brooklyn to team up with Kyrie, I knew that I was there covering the Warriors. So I was there day to day. So I saw the flack that he took. I saw the insults. I saw the jabs. I saw how he responded to it. He didn't like it. He was never fully embraced as a Warrior because he teamed up with an all-time great team.
Yeah.
Even though he made them better.
Right.
So him going to the Brooklyn and teaming up with Kyrie, I felt like, good. This is an opportunity to where if Brooklyn wins, he will get the just due the credit that he deserves.
Right. Now,
I give him credit regardless, but public perception, they'll give him the credit. Now you add James Harden to the mix, and then you're adding Blake Griffin. We don't know if he still has all-star level potential left, but you got all these guys over there, right? And right now, as you see in my backdrop, these are my top 5 MVP candidates as of right now, and James Harden is there. So if the Brooklyn Nets do win the title, and I still do think KD will have a big role to play, I just wonder if he will still get that respect and the credit that he deserves. Because it's a squad that's filled with a lot of talent, and so I worry about that. But he won't get the flack that he caught in Golden State because they won a championship and they're the team that bounced them in the previous playoffs.
That's my MVP.
I wonder.
That's my MVP backdrop too. I told you that's the MVP. They got Dame Lillard, James Harden, Embiid, LeGoat James, and Yoke. They need to give me a vote. I need to be voting for them.
Oh, okay. But time out. Kevin Durant isn't seeking help. The help is seeking Kevin Durant. They all want to play with him.
You see
the difference, yeah.
Hold on, time out. So if a team put the team together, it's okay. LeBron, you just don't want, just say LeBron getting help, because I know why you don't want LeBron to get 6 and 7, because you don't want him to be the GOAT, which he already is.
You told me they had the 2 best players in the league last year going into the bubble, right?
And did he not do it?
Well, thanks to the Clippers.
There you go. What the Clippers got to do with this?
Well, everything.
Hold on. Who they going to get? They need some help too, don't they?
No, they're just fine. They're laying in the weeds in the basement. They're just waiting for their moment.
The weeds just growing over them, Skip.
So, Chris, back to you.
I haven't heard.
No, go.
No, Skip. I've been saying, Skip, I haven't heard from you. You were, especially last year, it was Clippers heavy. Clippers heavy. Probably every show, if not every show, every other show. The Clippers have been missing from your vocabulary lately. I
Nope.
want to know what's going on.
No, we've been talking Dak. That's all. It's just been Dak, Dak, Dak. We've been Dak to death.
No. He been talking about. He been
Chris.
upset. He been mad at Paul George. He talking about. I told you. He complimentary.
Chris, the Clippers are even better than they were a year ago. I'm holding back. I'm trying to lessen the pressure on them because they are poised to get even with the Lakers. The Lakers are not going to get out of the West.
We get us a big man. It's over. You better not.